Hey Leo, welcome back to Crystal's Tarot. This is going to be a reading for June 2021. This can apply to anywhere where you have Leo in your chart. If you're not sure what that is, go ahead and check out the description box below. There is a there is a link to locate your free birth chart. Be sure to check out the videos for your sun, moon, rising, Venus, and any other major planetary placements that represent significant things that you personally might have going on this month. Let's go ahead and get started, Leo. We're going to inhale and exhale as it feels comfortable to you so we can clean out our energy. All right, let's get started. If you're interested in reaching out to me for a personal reading, you can find that information in the description box below. Today's reading is a general reading. Pieces may resonate, whereas other pieces might not. Some pieces might not resonate at all. The whole thing might not resonate. Take what resonates for you. Do not force the message. Today's reading is intended to assist you on your path to your greatest and highest good. This message is for Leo for June 2021. Leo for June 2021. Alright, this will be our last shuffle. If you're new to my channel, guys, I do not pick the cards. I wait for Spirit to give the messages. So if you're pressed for time, please feel free to fast forward. Leo for June, Leo for June. Leo for June. Okay. I want to first remind everyone where our attention goes, energy flows. So make sure that you're focusing on positive things. We'll get to that reading. We'll get to that part when we get there, but I just first wanted to mention that. And then also I wanted to remind everyone to never give your power away to reading, a reader, anyone, or anything else. We've all been blessed with our own free will and our own ability to choose our own path. Today's reading, again, is intended to assist you on your path to your greatest and highest good. Keep in mind, we all, again, have the ability to change. At any moment, we can change our direction. So just because a reading says that something's going to have a final outcome doesn't necessarily mean that that's what it's going to be. That's only should everything else continue, that is the potential outcome. However, we can use our ability for our greatest good, our own internal guidance system, to really decide in each moment to make choices that are good for us, that will lead us to a path that we want to be on. Bottom of the deck, you have Emperor. So basically, like I'm saying, you have the power to stand in your truth, to speak what's right for you, to be the person you want to be, and be proud of yourself, and be proud to do so. But I feel like sometimes we might get stuck in our head, or we might think that things are worse than they are. And I feel like sometimes we create negative outcomes because of the energy that we're bringing to the situation or the environment. Leo for June. This will be our final shuffle. Leo for June, Leo for June. The Spirit says this way. Okay. Alrighty then. Leo for June. Okay, I got a couple of cards for your final outcome, but I am not a reader to say, oh, that's too many. I always feel like if Spirit wants the energy to be put out there, that Spirit wants the energy read, so we will. And then you have King of Pentacles. That's the bottom of the deck of your clarifier for your Emperor. So what I'm getting from this is that I feel like you're really trying to stand in your power. For some of you, you're really trying to like make opportunities for yourself and stand in that right. I felt like you're trying to create abundance for yourself. You're trying to create stability. I feel like you're trying to progress in all positive ways, like mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically, financially. I feel like you're really focused on standing in your power, doing the right thing, making choices and decisions that are right for you and your loved ones, more so for you. I feel like you're starting to really focus on self-love, self-care. I feel like you're trying to put negative elements behind you. Let's see. Okay, let's see. Your current energy, you have the Four of Wands clarified with the Wheel of Fortune. So I feel like right now you're really focused on your stability. For some of you, you might have recently had a pay increase or like received some sort of unexpected funds. I feel like you're really just working on your stability. I feel like for some of you, I feel like you're realizing that what you think about, you bring about. And so you're like really trying to focus on thinking more positively when it comes to your stability and like things that you want long term, like the people you want in your environment, the place you want to work, like things you want that you want in your environment, in your energy in the long term. I feel like you're focusing on those and bringing in stability and wealth for yourself. You're trying to bring in like resources, clarity. I feel like you're trying to change the way that you've done things or how you do things in a more positive way. Not that you are doing them more negatively or anything. I feel like it's more like it's more of a mature way than what it used to have been. And the reason why and what's crossing this is Temperance and the Ace of Swords. So I felt like there was either something that I actually feel like it was a thought for some of you. Somebody might have said something to you that caused you to think about, hey, I need to start really doing things in a stable way. But I feel like for most of you, it's a thought. It's like on a spiritual level. You're like, hey, I want stability. I want joy and abundance in my life. I want clarity. I feel like you're like really focusing on your stability in your environment. I feel like you're trying to bring in things that will like make you feel joyful and blessed and things that you can depend on long term. Your underlying energy, you have the Death card clarified with the Queen of Swords. Okay, so I feel like at a soul level, you're trying to not be so harsh in the way that you communicate for some of you. I feel like for some of you, the way that you communicate is just very aggressive and harsh, even when you don't mean to be, even when it's not intended, even when the situation doesn't call for it. I feel like you just sometimes come across very harsh, and at a soul level, you're trying to like find a way to soften it a little bit, because I don't feel like that's your intention, is to have that approach. I just feel like for some of you, that's in your nature. For some of you, that might have been habits or ways that you've learned to interact with people or engage with because of experiences that you've had in your past. But I feel like for some of you, like on at a soul level, you're just trying to find a way to be more softer with your approach. In your recent past, you had the Six of Wands clarified with the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, cool. So this is like I was saying, some of you might have had an unexpected financial gain. I feel like for some of you, there was something in regards to your stability, long-term foundation that you recently had a victory in. Whatever it is for you, everybody's different. It is a general reading, but I'm feeling like for the group I'm reading for, I feel like that in your recent past there was some sort of victory in either your finances or your like your home, your work, your job, your finances, or the stability of your home, I guess. So your home. Okay. Crowning energy, you have the Queen of Swords and the Three of Swords, clarifying that. So the Queen of Swords was down here at a soul level, clarifying the Death card. So I feel like now she's in here as the main card in what's crowning you. So I feel like you've thought a lot about harsh words that were spoken to you, or harsh words that others might have, harsh words that others spoke to you, or words that you spoke to others that were kind of harsh. I also feel like for some of you, this might be or where somebody wasn't necessarily, like, they portrayed themselves to be honest, but they weren't. I feel like you're thinking very heavily about if you can trust somebody or not. But I'm getting like very heavily like somebody might have like said something like harsh at the moment, and it really hurt somebody else's feelings, and that in turn hurt your feelings. Like you kind of said something that was like, didn't mean to be hurtful, but it came across hurtful. And so the fact that you found out that you hurt somebody's feelings hurt your feelings because you didn't intend to hurt somebody's feelings. So I feel like you're thinking about that. You're trying to figure out like how to make it better, how to bring clarity to a situation. Okay. Hold on, Spirit wants to stay here for a little bit. For some of you, there might have been a harsh truth that you spoke or somebody spoke to you, and it was hurtful, but it was the truth. So sometimes like the truth hurts, kind of. So I don't know if you spoke it or somebody spoke it to you, but you are thinking about it. All right. In your near future, you have the Five of Wands clarified with the Fool card. Okay, so I'm getting in your near future, there might be a fight or an argument about a new opportunity or a new leap of faith, or a lack of being optimistic about a new opportunity. Whatever it is for you, I see there's some sort of conflict coming in your near future. So just try to keep that in mind and balance your energy accordingly. Like if you know that there are triggers and you know that there are buttons, you can be cautious of those and don't let them be pushed, kind of. For some of you, I feel like you might have to fight for a new opportunity in your near future. Or you might feel like you have to fight for an opportunity. Okay, how you see yourself, you have the Ten of Swords clarified with the Eight of Cups. Okay, so I feel like you see yourself as just really like emotionally and mentally spent. Like you've really had it. I feel like you just want to walk away from things. You want to kind of go on your own journey, leave other people behind. I feel like you're just kind of like on a mission to kind of like self-revive, self-heal, because I feel like, I don't know what it was, Spirit's not really touching on that very much, but there was something that was very detrimental for you in your past. I don't know how recent it was or how old it was, but there was something in your past where your it's kind of like shook you a little bit, and it's kind of left you feeling like mentally and emotionally wounded a little bit, or disappointed. It could have something to do with what you're thinking about as well. I'm sure it does. Okay. If you want a personal reading, reach out to me. How others see you, you have the Five of Pentacles, clarify with the Two of Wands. So I feel like others see you as like either you feel left out in the cold or they got left out in the cold, because somebody had to choose, either like choose a new place to live, choose a new, like for some of you, somebody might have had to move, and that might have left somebody like needing to leave the relationship because the other one wasn't able to go. For others of you, I see other people just looking at you as just being disappointed right now and trying to find your way out of it, trying to find like joy. And I know this seems like a heavy reading. It kind of sounds like it in moments, but it just like Spirit wants to focus back on your center energy and your underline energy, your bottom of the deck energy. So the bottom of the deck I equate to like energy that surrounds you that you might not be aware of, energies that are impacting you. And your current energy is like how you're feeling, what you're going through. The crossing energy is what's impacting your current energy. And then I equate the like underline, I equate this as like what's at a soul level, like at a soul level, how do you feel spiritually, emotionally, at a soul level. So what this is all telling me is that I feel like there's definitely been something difficult that you've been through. I feel like it's definitely not necessarily at the end of it. Obviously, like we're all players in this game of life, and it's never perfect and easy. So, but I feel like in general, like you're really working on balancing yourself, bringing clarity and truth to yourself and your life, your environment. You're working on your stability. You're working on like grounding and making a life for yourself, something that you can be proud of and stable and secure in. So I think it's like overall, I see it as good. I see like even though you might come across some things, I feel like maybe somebody left or you had to leave or whatever it was, and I feel like you might be disappointed. We have the Eight of Cups, and then other people are seeing the disappointment in you because of somebody having to pick a different path or pick a path. So I feel like there's definitely been a hurt and a disappointment, but I feel like you're staying motivated and like keeping your eye on, like focused on the task at hand of like creating environment that you want, creating prosperity and clarity for yourself, and being truthful and honest with yourself. I feel like it's a great reading as far as I'm concerned. There's like obvious, it's life. There's a couple bumps in the road here and there, but like in your recent past, there's been a victory here with the Six of Wands, and then clarifying the Knight of Pentacles. So it definitely was slow moving. It was something that took a while, but when it came, it was something that was stable. It's long term. It's lasting. Some of you might have got like a really good job offer. Congratulations if that is the case. All right, now let's go into your hopes and or fears. You have the Eight of Swords clarified with the Four of Swords. So I feel like you're kind of stuck in your mind about how do you get out of being stuck in your mind. I feel like you're fearful of not knowing how to heal properly, or it taking too long, or I know there's somebody listening. If they are still listening, there's definitely somebody. That's not me. There's not something that is emotionally distraught for me, but whoever I'm reading for, even if you're not willing to acknowledge it, deep down you know there's something that has had your emotions and your thoughts tied up, and I feel like you're scared you're not going to heal from that. But I feel like as long as you continue to focus on self-love, self-value, self-worth, appreciate yourself, know that Spirit has many blessings in store for us, and everything is an opportunity to learn and grow. I feel like there's going to be a transition come for you that's going to be very beautiful, and it's going to be something that you've definitely earned, because you went through some difficulty to get to that end of the road, that part of your journey. But I feel like it's going to get easier at some point. I feel like you are going to heal from whatever it is that has been heavy for you and holding you back, and kind of keeping you trapped in your mental thoughts. Okay. Final outcome, should things remain the same. Again, should things remain the same. You have the Nine of Swords. Clarified with the Two of Swords and the Nine of Cups. So, all right, Leo. So what I'm getting from this is that if you stay in this energy of worrying about being trapped and not knowing how to heal, and like worrying, you're going to bring that to yourself, and you're going to get stuck even more so in your thoughts, and it's going to be devastating. I feel like you might have like a little bit of an emotional mental breakdown of some sorts. There'll be a lot of mental conflict. I feel like you might even go into a little bit of a depression, because of a lack of clarity, because of like a feeling of a lack of wish fulfillment, or focus so much on like trying to find your connection, your the thing that gives you joy. I feel like there's a wish that you have. It's kind of like a carrot. You feel like it's a carrot being dangled in front of you. Whether you feel like somebody is teasing you or the universe is teasing you, it's your wish fulfillment. And so I feel like you keep hoping for it. But I feel like you're getting really discouraged. But I feel like Spirit wants you not to focus there. Like, don't pay attention there. Don't focus on the lack. And I feel like that's how come Spirit doesn't want you to focus there right now. Because when you focus there, you focus on the lack. And when you focus on lack, you're just creating more lack. So if you can get to the point of where you can focus on things that are happy and positive and uplifting, that's going to help uplift your vibration, increase your vibration. And that's going to help this negative energy to dissipate, and it's going to get less heavier. And I feel like that's going to start to allow your wish fulfillment to come in. I feel like you have a lot of things to clean out mentally, and get some clarity on, like, how do you feel? What do you really think about a situation? What abilities do you have? And I'm being reminded of that, the Lord's Prayer, give me the strength to know the things, give me the wisdom to know the things I could change. You know what it is. Sorry, I feel like I'm on the spot right now. Just kidding. But I feel like it's just that. Like, allow the things, change the things that you can, appreciate, and have grace and integrity in the things that you can't, and just allow life to kind of help you to direct you. And right now, like, just try to focus on the things that bring your energy up. Like, if you enjoy going for walks in the park, go for walks in the park. Like, if you want to read a book, or you want to make a song, whatever it is that you enjoy doing, do that, so that you can increase your energy and uplift your vibration. And then that's going to help to bring in like more. Spirit has a pre-message, and that's going to help to bring in like healing and your wish fulfillment. Okay, you have King of Earth and the Fool. Okay, so I feel like what Spirit is saying here is like to really be optimistic when it comes to like your stability, creating your financial wealth, your relationships, long-term relationships. If you're wanting a partner, um, whatever it is for you, whatever this long-term stability is, whether it's in regards to a person, a relationship, a job, your finances, whatever it is for you, be optimistic about it. Allow new opportunities to come in. Be hopeful and joyful about these new opportunities so that you can allow them to come in. All right. Thank you, Spirit. What else for Leo? Leo for June. This will be our last shuffle. Alright, sorry, one more, guys. Okay. Let's get some advice, okay? We'll get advice or messages, anything else that Spirit wants to tell us about current energy. Okay. Current energy, you have the 2 of water, 4 of fire, 3 of air, Queen of earth. Okay. So what I'm getting from this is whether it's for yourself or somebody else, there's an emotional connection or emotional tie that you see or hope for stability within, but there's some sort of emotional disappointment within it. But nonetheless, it has the opportunity, or you're trying to create long-term stability within it. I feel like even though there's been an emotional connection, that I feel like you might live with this person, you might be married to them, it might be a family member. There was something that was like mentally or emotionally or both disappointing for you. And I feel like you're thinking about like how do you fix the issue at hand. And I feel like that's why you're trying to create balance within yourself and your environment. You have the 4 of fire here, and you have the 4 of fire, which is the 4 of wands here as well. So I feel like Spirit's really telling you, and this, if this isn't giving additional clarification, this is Spirit's advice. There's an emotional connection, and that there's stability within, or has the potential for stability, but there's been a hurt. And I feel like the advice is to like really focus on nurturing it, to heal it, to impact, to clear it. Whether this is whether this 2 of Cups speaks about another partner or yourself, whatever this is for you, because the 2 of Cups doesn't necessarily just have to be another person. Sometimes the 2 of Cups refers to our internal self, our higher self, our emotional connection with self. Okay. So continue to heal that and nurture that, but I can see that that's what you're working on, but I feel like Spirit's telling you just continue. Okay, what else? Just because I'm nosy, let's see what this recent past was. Recent past. I'm being told there's no advice. There's no advice for the recent past because it is what it is. It already happened. There was a victory, and we're not getting additional clarification right now. We're getting Spirit's advice or additional insight towards that. So we'll try, see if Spirit wants to give anything, but I heard there wasn't nothing. Let's try it one more time. Recent past, anything? The High Priestess. Something with your intuition. Something with your intuition led you into a victory in your recent past. Okay, cool. Cool beans. For some of you, whatever this victory was, You might not have told everyone about it. It might have been like a hush hush. It might have been a relationship that you've been wanting for that finally came in, or it might have been like a little lottery winning or something. Whatever it was, it involved your intuition. For some of you, you might have kept it a secret. All right. Crowning energy. Spirit's advice. What can you tell us for the crowning energy? Crowning energy for Leo, for June. Thank you, Spirit. Okay. We have Fortune's Wheel. 4 of Air. So basically 4 of Swords. The Fool. And the 8 of Water, which is basically 8 of Cups. Okay. So there was a life change that kind of brought like it was a pause. It wasn't necessarily a wanted pause, whether that was you or your person or the situation, but it was a pause, caused a new opportunity because somebody had to walk away. Yeah. I feel like somebody had to leave. There was some sort of change that was life-changing. So it was either somebody that you were used to being around quite often was no longer around. There was a change in job. You moved. There was some sort of life change. It was a big change. It wasn't like you changed what you ate for breakfast or ate something different than you usually do. It was kind of drastic. It's like a big change. It was a big change, and it kind of caused like a disappointment, like a sadness, a sorrow, like a mental conflict, kind of like a necessity to heal energy. But it also created new opportunities from this change, because somebody had to walk away or chose to walk away, and that caused somebody to be sad and disappointed. And now somebody's just thinking very heavily about that person, the situation, what could have been done, said, shown, whatever, done different, all the shoulda, woulda, couldas. Okay. Let's get advice for near future. Advice for near future. We got Emperor. You have that at the bottom of the deck. 2 of Air, which is basically 2 of Swords. And 10 of Water, which is 10 of Cups. So whatever the situation is, well, let's read it, okay? So the Emperor talks about standing in your power, being authoritative, controlling. Sometimes it's like a positive protective energy. Sometimes it's overpowering energy, kind of like very egotistical. And then we have 2 of Air. There's like mental conflict, confusion, lack of really feeling like you see all the details or have all the details. And then you have 10 of Water, which is like the abundance of love, happy home, happy life, happy wife, all that. Okay, for some of you, I'm sorry, I don't think I showed you guys all the cards. For some of you, I'm getting, in your near future, there might be some kind of conflict, because you might be out and about, or like playful energy, and like really kind of not being mindful of the decisions that you're making. And I feel like for some of you, you might make an unwise decision that will impact somebody else's emotions or your emotions. I feel like for some of you, I'm getting like player type energy. So I don't know if that's for you or towards you, from you or towards you. But I feel like I'm definitely getting that message. I feel like that's what the fight is going to be about. With this Fool here, I feel like, hold on. I'm also getting, hold on, sorry. Let me finish my thought. With this Fool here, I'm getting like, somebody might be really careless and just like kind of like going with the flow, but not thinking about the actions, and not being wise, not thinking about long-term consequences for their behavior, in regards to a relationship, or a long-term connection, or something that there's a great emotional investment in. Okay, for others of you, this fight that comes because of, a new opportunity or something new, unexpected. For some of you, it might be expected. You might be somewhat aware of it. You might not be completely caught off guard. But I feel like, sorry. I feel like Spirit is advising you that when this energy comes, into your field, to just stand in your power. Don't let people see the real you behind the situation, behind your feelings. Don't let people really see you. Act with love in the situation, even if that's not how you're feeling. Instead of fighting, be loving and compassionate. I feel like Spirit really wants you. I feel like that's Spirit's advice when you, come into this conflicting energy in your near future. I feel like Spirit wants you to remind yourself of who you are with the Emperor. Stay in your power. Stand in your truth. With the Two of Air, don't allow your feelings to show. Don't let other people see. Create that confusion of they think one thing, but, they're not really sure. Act out of love. Try to be the bigger person. Let's see. Let's do final outcome. Final outcome for Leo. Okay. Spirit wants to look at the bottom of the deck. Ace of Waters. So for some of you, you might be receiving like a communication of love, or you want to communicate of love, or whoever this person is that you find yourself thinking about, you might have a conversation with them in the future at some point, in the near future. Okay, the final outcome, you have the the Ace of Air, which is Ace of Swords, Seven of Air, Seven of Swords, and Page of Fire, Page of Wands. So I feel like, there might be some communication that comes in very passionate and heavy. Okay, Spirit's saying this is Spirit's advice. I feel like Spirit wants you to communicate your truth instead of being conflicted. Yeah, the Nine of Swords. So instead of staying in this mental conflicting energy, with the Two of Swords here and the Nine of Cups, Spirit wants you to speak your truth. Tell the person, or situation how you feel. Speak your passion. Speak your truth. Don't let other people walk away or walk all over you anymore. Don't allow other people to control your emotions and to control you. Don't allow people to manipulate you. Be truthful. Be clear, with your emotions and your thoughts. Be clear with your, decisions and your direction with yourself and with others. And be firm. Like, once you make a decision, stick with it. Don't alter. Okay, Leo. This has been your reading for June. I'm always sending you lots of love and light. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you've not already done so. Till next time, I'm sending you lots of love.